Hello everybody, my name is Ziri and welcome to a top 5 video. This is going to be a series that I'm going to do over the course of maybe a few weeks or maybe however long it goes. But this is where I tell you guys my opinion on what I believe is some of the best, some of the worst, and some of the more questionable decisions that Treyarch has made, at least in my opinion, or whoever you want to call it. So, sit back, enjoy, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. A lot of people ask me, hey Yuri, what is your favorite wonder weapon, or what do you believe are some of the best? And to be honest, I always have a mixed bag because I have a very different taste depending on the game, of course, compared to everybody else. For example, I think maybe the Thunder Gun is better than, let's say, the Mark II, or I think the stabs are better than the bows kind of thing. So I thought I would make a quick list of only the top 5 to really make sure that everybody understands what I like. And if you don't agree with any of it, that's completely fine. This is an opinion-based thing, as everybody hopefully knows. So let's jump into it. With number 5, we have the stabs from Origins. Now, I know they are technically like the Easter egg wonder weapon, but I do consider them basically the same thing. If it's way different than a regular gun, and you know you're excited to get it, I classify that as a wonder weapon, in the sense of zombies. For example, the rift gun from Revelations may not be a wonder weapon, but it's certainly different, and it's a lot stronger than the other ones, depending on who you are. There's just the versatility, I think is the word. The versatility of the stabs is very, very cool, considering the fact that you have 4 different elements. Fire, lightning, ice, and wind. I guess wind would be an element in this game. It's really cool because you're able to pick and choose your favorites. You're able to be like, oh, the wind one's the worst, and oh, the ice one's the best. And it's different for everybody, or it's the same for most people. And that's really nice. The variety is very good, especially when you're playing some zombies, because as everybody knows, zombies can get a little bit stale, and so a way to spice up Origins a little bit might be, okay, I'm only going to do the fire staff today, or I'm only going to do the wind staff kind of thing. You're never really left out because you have 4 different options, which is way more than most maps have. Number 4 would be the Cerberus from Mauer Undone. And correct me if I'm wrong with that saying, but that's how I'm going to call it. But the Cerberus, the original version of it, the pistol form, is my personal favorite. The rocket launcher one is great, the shotgun one is good, and the laser beam one is pretty okay, but the pistol one is where it's at. It not only has the most ammo, but it is the coolest looking. It's got a little ball that follows you around. It's a little friend that talks to you. I mean, all the guns do, but it feels like the little ball is talking to you, and I like that. But it is incredibly powerful. It is really, really cool and unique compared to most, if not all, the wonder weapons that we've seen before, because usually it's supposed to be like a rifle or a sniper, if we're talking about, you know, specifically one map. But we're not. We're talking about just every map in general, and it's very nice to see something very, very mobile that won't limit you. And I know the ray gun and the ray gun Mark II and 3s are pistols as well, but they all had kind of like the same feeling. And the Cerberus definitely feels different from the other ones because it just feels so unique to use, and it's honestly just like a really fun way to play Mauer. I honestly cannot imagine myself playing Mauer without using the wonder weapon, which is, I guess, a good and bad thing depending on who you are. Number 3 would be the Mark II, specifically the ray gun Mark II, of course. I have nothing against the Mark III, and I have nothing against the ray gun original. The Mark II is the most fun to use, in my opinion. It has not only great damage, but it looks nice. It's very cool design. It's different from the ray gun, but it's just enough for you to know, oh, I know what that is. That's like the ray gun's bigger brother or something like that, which is always very cool. You're able to notice it, and it's great. The camo, whenever you pack a punch it, is very, very nice, especially on Origins, because I'm very, very biased about that. But it's just got great strength. It knocks out panzers very, very fast, and honestly, it's been kind of like in the lineage of the ray guns, because there was the Mark I, the Mark II, the Mark III, and there has yet to be a Mark IV, and I don't classify Alpha Omega as one of them. I don't. I'm sorry. Number 2 would be the axe. The axe is honestly one of my personal favorites that has been just made today. It is so much fun. It is so just incredibly fun to use. I'm a huge melee fan. I love melee weapons. I love just absolutely getting up close and personal. If you guys seen my stream, you know I'm a huge tank when it comes to playing video games. I love getting all up close and personal into the zombies, swinging at them, making sure they're all dead, and doing all that cool shit. And the axe exactly does what I want, and that is, it's super high damage, all the way up to around, I believe, 44 or 45 is what I found out the other day, and it's able to turn into a gun, which is just phenomenal for a melee weapon, let alone a wonder weapon. Usually there's one mode. No, you get 2. If there's another one, please someone correct me, because I cannot remember off the top of my head. But just the ability to just just the axe is probably one of the safest weapons that I've ever carried in my hands. Obviously up until the point where it's not a one-shot kill anymore. And that's like my favorite part about it, is that I feel safe with it. It's not something that I run into a horde and I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna die. Oh god. No, it's something that I almost guarantee, even if I get stuck in a horde, I'm able to get out of, because it has the right click, which is a boomerang, which is a one-shot kill till God knows how long. I haven't figured it out yet. The SMG is equally as powerful as the axe, and just it's super satisfying to take that double swing, like in BO4, because even though BO4 was not very good, we can all admit that the Path of Sorrows was one of the best special weapons to use. I mean, I don't know who will disagree with me, but I am more than happy to listen to you. Before we get to number 1, which is kind of the point of why you're all here probably, I have some honorable mentions that I wanted to put out, because I noticed that these are very good guns, but at the same time they are not classified as my favorites, but I do love using them as well. And number 1, my number one pick is the Thunder Gun. Now, I'm pretty sure if you followed me enough, if you followed me long enough, and if you talked with me enough, you will know that I love the Thunder Gun. It is not only one of the original wonder weapons ever made. The Wonder Waffle, I believe, was first, but, well, the ray gun as well. But it's just such a satisfying weapon to use. It's got a fast reload. It's got a satisfying noise when you shoot it. The animation that you use it with is just so nice. And there's just honestly nothing bad I can say about the Thunder Gun except for the ammo. But at the same time, we can say that about most of the wonder weapons. Their ammo count is a little bit especially in the Cold War runs, the ray gun specifically. But yeah, the Thunder Gun is your 100% safe weapon to use. If you are in a corner, Thunder Gun, they all go away. Even if they're just pushed down, they all go away. You can reload, you can get your health back. You are literally safe when you have the Thunder Gun. The camo that you get on it is always really cool because it covers everything. It doesn't have kind of like the can with the magazine or like the wooden part that's original. But everything gets covered in the camo. It always looks very nice with the Thunder Gun. And it's just honestly one of the few weapons that I could personally think of next to the axe and all the other ones that I've marked down, that when I get it out of the box, I am just filled to the brim with joy. And honestly, I do not regret calling the Thunder Gun my number 1. And if you guys have other opinions on it, that is totally fine. I would love to hear that. Thank you guys again for watching. I really do appreciate it. This was a lot of fun to make, and just brainstorming the ideas that I have, and I write all of these down just in case anybody's curious. That really hurt my ear. But I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys have any opinion on what my opinions are, then please put them in the comments. I would love to see that. Be sure to subscribe and to possibly follow my Twitch if you don't know where I'm majority from. I love you guys all to death, and I'll see all of you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.